Good morning. Welcome to Sunday morning. Today, I was going to continue with what I was discussing last week about the art of being okay and choosing what we tell ourselves about our experience. And then, life is what happens while you're busy making other plans. Thich Nhat Hanh died the day before yesterday. And can't overestimate or overstate the profound influence he and his teachings have had on me and on many of us. So I thought today we would honor him, or at least I would. So instead of my regular guided meditation, I'm going to read from his instructions on meditation. And I was reading through some of his stuff and found a writing that I think reflected some of what I've been talking about what happens, what we tell ourselves about what happens, how that affects our well-being. So I'm going to read from him today because I can't improve on it. I thought I would offer some commentary on it, but it seems so presumptuous to comment on Thich Nhat Hanh. So I think I will let his words speak for themselves. So I invite you to find a meditation posture. And I'm going to be reading from Chanting from the Heart, Buddhist Ceremonies and Daily Practices from Thich Nhat Hanh and the monks and nuns at Plum Village. So, I invite you to find a posture in which you are comfortable and alert. Where your body can relax and still be attentive. Where you can breathe easily. And Nthe wrote, breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Going back to the island of self, I see Buddha is my mindfulness, shining near, shining far. Dharma is my breathing, guarding body and mind. Sangha is my 5 skandhas, working in harmony. Breathing in, breathing out. Flower fresh, mountain solid. Water reflecting, space free. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. As my in-breath grows deep, my out-breath grows slow. Breathing in, I feel calm. Breathing out, I feel at ease. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. I have arrived. I am home in the here, in the now. I am solid. I am free. In the ultimate I dwell. Arrived, at home, dwelling in the here, dwelling in the now. Solid as a mountain, free as the white clouds. The door of no birth, no death has opened. Free and unshakable I dwell. In, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, smile, release. Present moment, wonderful moment. Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. And as we come to the end of this sitting, I offer the words of Thich Nhat Hanh, protecting and transforming. We, your disciples, who from beginningless time have made ourselves unhappy out of confusion and ignorance, being born and dying with no direction, have now found confidence in the highest awakening. However much we may have drifted on the sea of suffering, today we see clearly that there is a beautiful path. We turn towards the light of loving kindness to direct us. We bow deeply to the awakened one and to our spiritual ancestors who light up the path before us, guiding every step. May the benefits of this practice be of benefit to all beings everywhere. May all beings be happy. May all beings be well. May all beings be safe. May all beings be at ease and at peace. Thank you for your practice. As I said earlier today, I thought I would just read from Thich Nhat Hanh's words. Last week I talked about two aspects of our experience: what happens and what we tell ourselves about what happens, and how we narrate that. And I found a reading from his book, No Death, No Fear, that I think speaks to this, and I thought I would share it with you. So nthe wrote, if you were to love a cloud with this insight, you would know that the cloud is impermanent. If you love a human being, you can also know that he or she is impermanent. If you were to become attached to the cloud, you would have to be very careful. You know that according to the law of impermanence, very soon the cloud will become something else. It might become rain. You might say to the cloud, darling cloud, I know you are there, and I also know that one day you will die. I also must die. You will become something else, someone else. I know you will continue your journey, but I shall have to look deeply in order to recognize your continuation so that I will not suffer so much. If you forget about impermanence and are attached to the cloud, when the time comes for the cloud to transform into rain, you will cry, oh dear, my cloud is no longer there. How can I survive without her? But if you practice looking deeply, you can see the cloud in new forms, like the mist or the rain. The rain is smiling, shining, falling down, full of life, full of beauty. Yet because of your forgetfulness, you are not capable of recognizing the presence of the cloud in this new manifestation. You are caught in grief. You keep crying and crying. Meanwhile, the rain is calling you, darling, darling, I am here. Recognize me. But you ignore the rain, while all the time the rain is the continuation of the cloud. In fact, the rain is the cloud herself. When you look at the cloud, you might like to be like a cloud floating freely in the sky. How wonderful it would be to be a cloud floating in the sky. You would have such a feeling of freedom. When you look at the rain falling, singing, making music, you might also long to be the rain. The rain is nourishing all the vegetation and the lives of innumerable beings. How wonderful to be the rain. Do you think the rain and the cloud are the same or different? The snow on top of a mountain is so white, so immaculate, so beautiful. It is so enchanting that you might like to see yourself as being like the snow. Sometimes when you look at water flowing in the creek, you see the stream so crystal pure and beautiful that you may like to be like the water always flowing. Cloud, rain, snow, and water. Are they different things? Or are they really the same thing, sharing the same ground of being? And I would just close with a short poem I wrote after learning that Thich had passed. It's called For Thich with Love. Love grows from a lotus blossom in his outstretched palm. He walks among us. I want to say we are diminished by his passing. But how can that be, since the light of the Bodhisattva is eternal? Peace is every step, and each breath an awakening to compassion that lives forever. Thank you all for your kind attention, and I will see you next week.
Thank you, Ken. That was a beautiful poem.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for sharing. Thanks, Ken.
And would you tell me which of the books did that reading come from?
The first
I know
reading,
you said it, but it went out of my mind.
The first reading was from this
Yes.
book. Chanting
Put that a little closer.
Chanting from the Heart.
Okay.
Buddhist Ceremonies and Daily Practices, Thich Nhat Hanh and the Monks and Nuns of Plum Village. And the second reading, which I can't hold up for you because it's an iBook.
Yeah, that was the one.
Was from No Death, No Fear by Thich Nhat Hanh.
Thank you.
Part of the beauty of Thich Nhat Hanh is he was Vietnamese, and Vietnamese was his native language. He didn't write in Vietnamese and have it translated to English. He wrote in English, and was one of the great writers. So I bow to him. I bow to you. Thank you for your kind attention, and I will see you next week.